Good morning, Johnny. Yeah, the birds are chirping this morning. Miss Carolyn, good morning. Rod, Mr. Tilly, good morning, buddy. Miss Carolyn, you're now a moderator. I think it's settled in. I got kind of the same sunrise Dennis had. I think it's supposed to finally break up here in a little while. Good morning, Chris. DeMarco, good morning. Good morning. Oh, me. I know, DeMarco, you said go Bucks, but the Cowboys, enjoyable to watch. Good morning, Captain Ray. Ed. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis's weather bug. Ed, I want 24 degrees Friday morning when I went to work. And everything that I own that's outside way in that old house, and that concrete was wet. The door we'd installed was wet. But I think this afternoon it's supposed to kind of clear off a little bit. Weather's not been horrible. It's just kind of cold at times. I think we've had three or 4 days where it's been below freezing. So yeah, it's definitely different. I hope this thing's working okay. It's showing 30 frames per second. Good morning, Mike. How are you this morning? Make you a moderator and welcome to the stream. Much obliged. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Thank you there, Mr. John. I sure do like your videos up there in the great Northwest, or wherever, Northeast, wherever they call Canada. It's pretty up there. This morning, I was in Groesbeck, Texas, Friday, and I hadn't forgot, but I had forgot about this. Y'all know about Quanah Parker. Well, his mother, Cynthia Ann Parker, they got her over there in Groesbeck at Fort Parker. So I wanted to read to you about the Fort Parker State Memorial Park. It's site of the grave of victims of the massacre at Fort Parker by Comanche and Kiowa Indians on May 19, 1836, in which Cynthia Ann Parker and others were captured. The trunk of the oak tree under which they were buried still stands, and the grave is marked by a granite slab. Also site of the State Monument of Pioneers erected in 1922 and graves of other old settlers and veterans of the Texas War of Independence. That's Cynthia Ann. They kidnapped her, and she lived with them. Oh, for a long time. Quanah Parker was her child, and she was there long. She was with them a while. And I think they finally, if I remember my history right, they did get her back, but things were never the same because she was raised with them people. But anyway, I drove by the state park over there Friday coming home, and thought I'd try to find that. Good morning, Tony. How you doing, morning? Read that to y'all. On your second cup of Johnny, I'm still on my first, my man. There is nobody. Well, I say there's nobody fishing. There's me and 2 other guys. And there's a young man that comes out of here. His name is Kyle Myers. You can look him up on Facebook. He's got a little charter service he runs. I think he's 24 years old. He just had a birthday. We're not talking little ones. We're talking the minimum length of crappie in Texas is 10 inches, and you can only have 25. And he's give him a little shameless plug here. I know if you guys ever get down here, you need to hook him up, but he'll take you fishing. 2 guys fishing for $350 for half a day. And man, he is wearing them crappie out. I seen he put a picture on Facebook yesterday where they had went fishing. Caught their 50 in about 2.5 hours. That's a lot of jerking. I like that kind. And crappie, number one fish in my books. Are good to eat. There's my little old island out there. But if I have, good morning everybody. Happy birthday everybody last week. Quite a few birthdays. Quite a few January birthdays, first birthdays. New Year's Day babies. Some of y'all pretty recent, some of y'all are a long, long time ago. So happy birthday to everybody. Yeah, hook him, holler at me, Ray, if you get this way, man. I'll go with you. He's a good kid. His dad is a constable, and he's a homeboy, so he's good people, as they say. But we have had what I call killing frost more than once. So there's no leaves on any trees anymore. They are all gone down, and all that goes with it. Yeah, TJ, I don't know. It's if I don't move the drone around, it seems to settle up. So let me hold it still for a little bit. See if that makes it better. Yeah, Ray, they're good folks. He's got an eye. For those of you that are new in here, this is a little old lake called Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. I think there's only 2 public boat ramps on this lake anymore. Everything else is now private. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it, man. That's just different places that I had flown in the past year, and I usually put the titles up where I'm at, but I didn't. I forgot. I made the video and uploaded it, and the next thing I know, I said, "Well, you're supposed to tell people where that stuff was at," but I forgot. Flying Flynn, good morning, sir. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm gonna fly down the bridge here. The people over here that own this boat ramp, I noticed, has started building another. It's like a 3-deck boat ramp. I mean, not a boat ramp, but a three-deck boat storage. And it's called Long Cove. You can Google it. It is duck season, Mr. John, and I'm away from them. I think about them. If you go left or right about a mile, they're probably hunting this morning. I'm surprised I haven't heard no shots. But that's the new one they're building on right there in the middle of the screen. And then they got a couple more and a couple of little ones. They actually got a nice little old place to put their boats in. They usually got a big forklift. You guys in Florida, I know have got this stuff. I've seen it. They take the boats out of storage on this big forklift and take them and set them in the water. And then they fill them up, and from what I understand, they actually take them to their houses. They'll drive them up to their houses. They go back up in here to Long Cove, back up in here somewhere, and they'll dock their boats for them. Pretty cool deal. But there's my island. We'll swing out there right quick. I know there's nobody on it. I know there's nobody on that thing today. But anyway, that kid, last Sunday, I didn't fly last Sunday because it was raining, and it wasn't raining, but it's drizzling. And it was 23 degrees at my house last Sunday morning. So I didn't fly because I knew my drone, it would fly, but that's ice would get on them wing tips and make it heavy, and I don't want to lose it quite yet. But there's a little old island. But anyway, that kid come out here and went fishing last Sunday morning, and it was 24 degrees, and he's out here at daylight, which is 7:30. And he put on Facebook he caught his limit in an hour and a half. He was done. But this is a good lake for catfish, good lake for crappie, and they always have big bass tournaments on this thing. They had I'm assuming a New Year's, end of the year, little old bass tournament, local bass tournament here right before the New Year's. But anyway, that is my sunrise today. Try to liven it up a little bit. I can't sing like Dennis does. You might have to refresh. I'm still showing I got 30 frames per second here. I hope it's working all right. It's actually it gets better when I get away from the pickup. I need to come over here and fly a sunset because this is looking west. And it might not be a bad. I've never done a sunset from over here. Always doing something. Always doing something that time of day. But anyway, y'all go catch old Johnny Drone Flyer. He's gonna come up, drink a little coffee, and talk a little Cajun to everybody. And I'll try to swing by for a few minutes. I got to travel this afternoon, so I'm gonna take my bird with me today, and I might, if I can find a sunset, I might do a live sunset this afternoon. I got about a 4-hour road trip this afternoon. Beans or no beans in chili? No beans for Chris Hope, Mr. John. I'm not a bean fan when it comes. I love red beans, but I do not like beans in my chili. Now that starts a controversy because some people say chili ain't chili without beans, and it kind of sounds like you might have watched that episode of Yellowstone. They was having a controversy about that in the bunkhouse. Good morning, Tomas. What's up, buddy? Yep, you did. You did, Mr. John. I like Yellowstone. The language is a little foul, but the storyline is good. And like I've told y'all before, I think they're gonna do a chili. Chili ain't cold without beans. Rice and chili is good. I do like my rice and my chili. I sure do. But the 4-6 Ranch, I think I told you about that a couple weeks ago. They're going to do a series on it. And Jimmy's going to be there. That's where he's moving to. But anyway, long story short, give you the plot on Yellowstone if you ain't watched it yet. Y'all have a good Sunday. Have a good week, guys. I'm going to call this one, let Johnny go drink his coffee. And I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Been enjoyable. Nice to get out and fly. We will catch y'all next week somewhere. And catch y'all this week during the chat somewhere. I appreciate y'all for stopping in. Y'all take care, guys. Have a good one.